Hi, my name is Blake Larson. This is my ICS 314 final calendaring project. I'm on Team Kinsey, or the one-man team. So I'm just going to go ahead and run through my code real quick. So here is my calendaring main class. Basically, at the very start, it's going to ask you three simple questions, or actually just three statements, which one you want to choose. If you choose one, it's going to create a new .ics file. Two, it's going to import a new one, or like one that you already have pre-created. Three, you just want to exit. So if we look at my calendaring class here, basically it's just going to ask you a series of questions to create your event. Basically, we're going to just do standard things like what do you want your file name to be called, your event name, do you want to add a description, the year, the start and the end time, and then of course it's going to calculate whether or not your end time is greater than your start time. The classification can either be put as private, public, or confidential. Also reverting just to public if you don't want to specify at all. The location gets a little tricky. I have a series of questions. If you have an address, like let's say, Stanford University, you can implement that into the command line and it'll actually ping the address to Google and it'll send you the latitude and longitudes back, and we can go ahead and set those latitude and longitudes for that address. Of course, if you just have the coordinates, you can put those in as well, where we have here in the second step. But of course, if you just want to say, you're going home, then you don't need your address for that. You can just say home and we'll set your location to home. Then of course we're going to write the file. We're going to add this event to a series in an array, and in which we can actually sort those and print those out to the command line. And we can actually see the greater circle distance here, as well as which event comes first and which comes last and in between. Then of course we're going to jump into step 2, which is to import a pre-created event. And of course it goes through a series of steps where it checks your file that has been read in, and it's going to check for all these strings that start out, the important ones, like the start time, the end time, the summary, description, the class, and it's going to go ahead and set those variables. And then of course we're going to throw those into the all events array as well and sort those. So let's go ahead and give this a try. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start off with just creating a file. So we do want to create a new event. Let's just call our new event new event, or new file, because it's a file. New file 1. Do you want to add an event name? Yes, new event 1. Let's not add a description. Let's just do 2016-0417. It's my birthday. Time does the event start? We're going to go 2000 hours. What time does the event end? Let's go 2030. Let's not specify classification. And the address, let's just go ahead and put University of Hawaii, Manoa. And when we do that, it's going to tell me that it's created. And it's going to ask if we want to add another event. Let's just go ahead and go no, and we're going to get this. So you get the starting time, no greater circle distance needed to calculate since there is only one event. So it's going to go ahead and exit. Now let's start this back up, and let's go into 2. All right, so do you want to add a pre-created event? We do. What is the name of the file? It's going to be new file 1, the one we just did. And I have a couple in there already. Let's go ahead and do new file 2. Let's do that, new file 3. And okay, so we inputted 3 files. It went ahead and sorted all of them by start time. So my LA block party is going to start at 11. My event number 2 is going to start at 12. And my new event 1 is going to start at 8. All right, and then it went ahead and calculated the circle distance between LA and event 2, and my new event 1 and the event 2. And it's going to go ahead and exit. All right, so there's the program so far. Now let's go ahead and give this a try on Google Calendar. If I can pull it up here, it's my GitHub. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just import calendar. We're going to go ahead and choose new file 1. Actually, let's go ahead and choose new file 3 because that one has a little more description into it. And we'll go ahead and it processed my event. And let's see, so we're going to go ahead and do this. I think I actually put this for a really late date. I think it's actually in December. It is. I don't know why I'd have an LA block party in December, but yeah, I do. So time, start and end, the date, the title, party on South Street for the description, and we didn't describe the visibility for this one. And let's see, so it automatically maps it to Los Angeles with the given latitude and longitudes for those, and we can go ahead and map it through here. That takes a little bit of time. Google's kind of slow, and my internet's not as great. All right. So as far as that goes, that's the program. My testing, let's see, the testing program is pretty simple. It just goes straight through, checks your event name, description, the dates, whatever you implement, if you set it, you should be able to get it. If you set things like your start time that is, over 4 digits, it should be able to tell you that that's wrong. It should be within 4 digits for your 24-hour clock, as well as being less than. And then, of course, to start time and end time, which one is greater? Obviously, the end time should be. That kind of thing. Just pretty simple. Testing latitude, longitude, making sure your geographic position is correct. The testing can definitely be reworked a lot more, and definitely can have a lot more into it. But with the program that I recreated actually a couple days ago, I actually started all over and rewrote everything and made it a lot cleaner. As you can see here, I got a lot of setters and getters. But everything is a lot cleaner, and the testing program can work flawlessly now. And as you can see here on the left, I just actually tested it before this video.